Sorry, some people, I got a little carried away in what I was working in. We're back. We're here. You guys can't hear me yet. God damn it. All right, you guys can be heard. Why did... What? I...
We weren't talking about you.
No, but I'm just wondering why there's a squirrel water bending where Ozzy is and not Melody.
Because I don't know.
I mean, she had the Jedi squirrels the last time, so.
I still have that somewhere.
Right, I'm confused, but this is fine. As all the kids scream and we're just there. Hi, everyone. How you guys all doing?
Backgrounds are going to bother me today. I'm sorry.
No,
On my screen. I don't care about anyone else's.
I didn't do a charity stream last night. No, backgrounds are fine. If they come starting to attack me, I will slowly scream and run away.
That is way too much color for Ozzy. Just way too much color.
What?
There's way too much crowd for Ozzy.
Yeah.
Okay, black and white is seems suitable for you. I'm good with
Okay.
this.
Apparently not.
Sorry.
So
Where were we?
do something else.
So were you did somebody catch you up on what happened last week?
Something,
Here.
something, Capone, something, Prince of Darkness, something deals with demons and devils and.
Oh, okay. So pretty
No,
much.
no, you do not make deals with demons. That is
No.
something you do not do. That was Kindred 101. Don't make deals with demons.
I make fucked up. I was a young. Never mind. We're not going to talk about my mistakes.
What, the present ones or the
Oh, the past.
gentle past
Recent
ones?
past or the past past?
Yeah, both.
Past.
Okay, fair. I think I'm okay with this. No,
I mean, unless it comes back to haunt you when you get exsanguinate.
It all comes back to haunt us.
It all comes back to exsanguination.
that all comes down to when Marcus Vidal will come back again and gently go knocking on somebody's door.
Oh, he won't recognize
Yes.
me with this on. It'll be fine.
I don't think that's gonna stop him.
Child, I will always recognize you.
Okay.
So, Ozzy, want to tell us what you've been doing for the past, a couple of weeks?
Prefer for it just to come out on its own.
Can you at least give the storyteller a hint?
No, you're gonna be as confuzzled as everyone else. Mostly running around for my life because I heard some people from DC were out to get me.
Well, I can't help that. The choices were made. I mean, there was a lot of choices made.
Some hiding places were, found. Some people were ashed. Some deals were made.
Not wrong. There were deals that were made. So,
You caught me.
You know what?
Oh no.
I did say that the one shot was not canon. I will state this. And I will just add the subtext too, because Victoria and Gabe would not have normally been around because timelines. I will state that, Ozzy, where are you right now?
Wherever you want me to be.
No.
Other than
Okay.
with a stake in my heart.
I mean, at least I remember that before you left, we did not leave you stay.
We didn't stake me this time, yeah.
Where does Ozzy live in Gary?
I was based out of the church for a while there. I'm pretty sure that would still be temporary residence until.
Right, he was healing.
Yeah.
Happily, it wasn't your church that got bombed.
Oh, good, because we were all there.
Good choices were made there a second ago.
Yeah. And Noli, did you go back with the coterie the last Saturday? Nolik. Nos. Hello?
Have you figured out what you're wearing?
Yeah. Of course. That's what Taylor does.
Here's the question.
Or sorry, the stylist.
Did
That wasn't
you...
the real
Alice.
question.
Yeah, I know, right? My question was to you was that did you go to Back with the Coterie that last Saturday?
They would have probably met back up after they came out of Capone's place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Ballard
Ballard's, yes.
Place.
Yeah, actually, it was Ballard.
pretending to come in from the outside.
Mm-hmm. And then go home.
You know, from up from the alley,
Mm-hmm.
meet them, head off, do their own research. And by research, I mean spy on Alan Sovereign.
Of course. Because we did leave that implication that is Alan Sovereign the Alan Sovereign, or is it somebody pretending to be Alan Sovereign?
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much check on Alan Sovereign.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'd just been spying on the camcorder anyway. And it's like turning your head, like, do I spy on Jackson? Do I spy on Sovereign? I just like to take 3 feet to the left. I'm like, okay, now I'm spying on Sovereign. They're really close.
Okay.
Bye.
I have a question for you. Did you give me
Yeah?
that roll already or no?
I made that roll.
You did?
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It was 5 crit.
5
Hey, I got a crit. Yeah. I mean, it was great for them, but given their pool, that was really lucky. And a willpower spin.
High or low, Mel?
Ooh, high hopes.
High hopes?
High hopes.
Okay. Okay. So, during the week, you are spying on him. And he's not being overly careful at the moment. And he manages to walk into one of those high rises. It looks like it's starting to become. It looks like I bought and they're starting to demolish and take apart, and rebuild and refurbish. And it looks like they're starting with the lobby. And you see Sovereign go into the elevator. And when he closes the doors, you see him take out a key and put it into the panel and turn it.
Do I notice which key it is?
Actually, give me a separate roll of what's and awareness on that one.
All right. Can I presume that for the spy mission, I've got my wits roused?
Yes.
Okay, then I will rouse that. They do not get hungrier. Let's see. Also, heightened senses sight activated.
Yeah, well, right now there's no one else but you, which is odd. Normally there's an Nosferatu in, every room. You are the only one here.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, and that's 6 or 7. 7.
You see, when he pulls out that key and you look at it, you know that's an elevator floor key that would allow people to go onto restricted floors.
All right. They
Okay.
watch.
As
They
it
wait.
goes up. At 13, the light disappears.
13 melodramatic assholes. They think inside their head.
On top of that, you don't see it going past 13,
Oh,
but you still hear the elevator going up.
can they try and count the floors?
You can definitely try with that 7. You count and hear it go up 14, 15, 16. It stops on 17. Now, if you were to go push that button and get another, because there's 2 elevators, if you were to pick one up and that door opened, you went into it, you would see it would go up to 20. But you specifically saw it stop at 13. The light stopped at 13.
Gotcha.
But it's a 20 floor building.
Gotcha.
It's not the tallest building, but you know that there is construction going on it.
All right. He gets out, I assume.
Yeah. And,
Eric, follow.
and with that crit, I'm gonna give it to you that you saw him. And he was kind of nervous, and he was sort of sweating.
Sweating. All right, they gotta keep following him. Vampires don't sweat.
Exactly. So that's with your quit you realize, is this even a kindred? So I'll let you do 2 more rolls at the end of the session, and we'll find out what you get there.
Okay.
Being that it's the beginning of a wonderful Saturday night, can we all have rouse rolls, please, and thank you. You all be amazing if you can do that.
So I'm assuming this happens either end of Saturday night or Sunday.
That would be the middle of That would be in the middle of the week that we just had.
Okay.
That you saw this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go eat somebody.
Consent sexy.
Not quite, but okay.
Anole gets hungrier. Anole's gonna hunt for rats.
No, the rats don't have a chance. First,
I too am going out for a bite.
You're all okay. So, I'm assuming everyone came back to Gary like Friday night because y'all like to get together on Saturdays, recount what happened during the week, and go from it that way. Correct? So who had to go feed? I have Anole. Okay, so I have all 3 but Malachi. Correct? So you're all out. Now you know there's several churches in Gary. One is still held by the Anarchs. And one is still held by the Anarchs. And you still know that the Vanguard are still out and about, cleaning up the streets for the Camarilla. And I'm not going to say in what various ways you are close to this or not close to this. But all of a sudden, the place that they consider a small club explodes with a bang. And it's not just one of those small bangs. It's if you're anywhere close to, say, 30, 40 feet from this church, not only does it bang and you, like, kind of stumble on your feet, but then subsequently 2 to 3 minutes later, there are several other bangs that make the whole ground rumble, as if as well as like an ammo cache has been exploded.
Do I know whether or not Morgan's got caches around here?
You would know if he did or if he didn't.
So I'd probably be able to tell that those ain't Morgan's.
Correct.
Actual stupidness.
It's like, this rat's tasty, and all of a sudden Noli gets shook. Malachi's in the church, kind of just chilling out and doing his usual Toreador routine. Whatever you're doing, Ozzy, to find nourishment, you get rattled. And as Melody is popped on, did squirrel form, and is just sucking on a vampire that doesn't really realize that he's getting sucked on because he's too happy at the moment. You feel rattled as well. About another 2-3 minutes later, you guys are going to start to hear sirens. Not
Since
towards you
Anole
guys,
is
but-
in the sewers, presumably, they notice cloud of dust or something coming from anywhere.
If you are close to that church, you will hear and feel that, yes. As if the ground underneath has been almost violently ripped apart.
So they're gonna head in that direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and find Malachi. Because Morgan's elsewhere, presumably in Chicago.
He's making a big, huge wheel and deal move.
Yeah.
Melody would probably find Malachi finishing up cleaning out his revolvers.
Tokyo Drift Center.
Yeah, I don't feel like bothering with Squirrel Talk this time, so I'm going to human and tell him, you're aware something blew up, right?
Yep.
What are we supposed to do about that?
Robbie, once I finish this beautiful
Go,
flame-
investigate. If
Squirrel
it's so-
on his shoulder.
just nod.
So I do have to ask: is the explosion in Gary,
Yes. I would. Yeah.
or okay?
That makes it my problem. Well, I'm just gonna drop what I'm doing over at the morgue, leave 500 on the fucking table for the
That seems
wipe
about
the
right.
blood off my lower lip, and then walk out the door.
Oh,
Always tip your weight staff.
Yeah. You would also know, just for
Ozzy.
edification, because I forgot, in the refrigerator, there are several Ziploc things of wonderful human squishiness that are refrigerating. That would be perfect for Ozzy. As
Okay.
if somebody knew what to do and where to leave it in the future, because things happen. And if you were to look before you started nomming, you would see that it was expertly or more surgically cut out with expertise.
Okay. Still get it as close to straight as the source as I could before I scamper.
So who would like to do what?
Well, Anola's going to be heading straight there
Mhm.
and seeing what they could see. They're going to be heading through the tunnels
Okay.
there because it's easier. I assume they know it best. And then they'll, when they find a place that's blocked off or smells like dust or cloud stuff, they're going to try and pop up and get the lay of the land. But they're going to see as close as they can get through the tunnels first.
Okay. Malachi, what you doing?
Malachi is going to send a text letting everybody know he's heading to check out what the explosion was.
They are going to check to see if they see any nos or
And
rats or something running from the area.
since Melody is in squirrel form, when he opens up his saddlebag to collect his helmet, he'll offer her to hop in the saddlebag for protection.
And then Ozzy.
Jump in.
Ozzy,
I'm gonna pull out my 2003 Palm Pilot that's just old enough for me to be able to fucking use it, and send a text out to, probably reach out to Seneschal first, be like, you know what that was? Question mark.
Tommy's gonna
Oh,
try
I'm not
and
getting a
answer,
response. Okay.
but it's more of, it's like, it'd be more like that. You know.
It a scene Sasia, big boom, you go a boom, go a boom. Oh wow.
You know he is in absolutely no capacity whatsoever to handle anything at this moment.
Tommy got into Trish's good stuff.
Just gonna respond with the fuck, dude, with 2 periods, and then I guess I'm gonna follow it up and reach out to my sheriff and say, what's going on with the boom?
There you go. Trying to think how Morgan would answer this. No, he would say, Penny, answer this. Penny would respond back with, good evening, Osney. This is Penny right now. Unfortunately, Mr. Daly is in a very lucrative deal that he is trying to ascertain for not only himself, but for your area. As soon as he's done with his deal, he'll be more than happy to respond back in due course.
Respond back. Wasn't asking for story. Does he know? Yes? No? Question mark.
Uncertain. We haven't been in Chicago for 3 days, or we haven't been in Gary in 3 days.
Noted. So I guess Ozzy's just gonna make his way over there and jump on the back of his bike and skadoodle.
And I'm going to start this from the ground up. Anole, you do see other Nosferatu in the sewers. They're all wondering what's going on. Some of them are trying to figure it out. Some of them are, like, really clueless because they were working in others.
What do you think?
There's a woman
You think this is right?
with a veil over her face. And you see her holding a small little hammer. It's a hammer that you would probably nail pictures into a wall or something. And you hear her just kind of hitting on this to feel the integrity. She's like, not good, not good, not good. But you can see that the dusts have finally settled. You can see the old, and I'm talking like old brickwork that has been cracked. And you know, if you were to look up, if you almost had like an x-ray view, you'd look up that you're on the side, almost like into the front of what would have been the church.
Church.
That blew up.
The church they know of that they've been to before.
This one was not the one that you've been to before. This is, Gary has several different churches. This is one you haven't been to. This is the one that Annex had claimed for themselves, and apparently we're all kind of using it as a headquarters after Anita had moved out.
Hey, is everyone okay?
I think
You okay?
oh, fine. I wasn't in it. I'm listening.
Oh, and they are going to be quiet to the veiled lady and just sort of look around, see if they can prod in a little further.
Go. So turn and look at you. Can you hear?
Well, they hadn't, but they are going to turn on heightened senses. Well, I can, and they
Do you hear that
turn on.
creak? That like everything's smooth and settled, but you know, just one little balance off, and this can all go down.
Oh boy.
Do you know the name? Do you know the name of Zalatos? Zalatos? I know, I'm saying it, I'm mispronouncing it on purpose.
Do you mean Zelios?
Yes, him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
You haven't met him?
Lie a bit.
No, that's totally true. Have you met him?
Not in person.
He hasn't shown you, has he? Or are you related?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would claim to be. But I think I might.
Do you... If you were to put your hand here and focus, could you tell if it could be brought down quickly or not?
Oh, they're gonna do as she asked, because they do know what she's talking about.
She'll go, I can't feel the ley lines yet. I'm working on it. But can you feel it?
And Anola's gonna try and sense the ley lines.
Okay.
Roll it.
While you're rolling and sensing things out, the Biker Brothers have arrived in front of the church. There's not much of a church left. After the several explosions that happen, the roof is gone. Completely gone. The front door and the vestibule is completely gone as well. the windows have all been blown out, and what remains is half of a broken porch, half cracked cement steps, and just, you know, the whole shell of the church left that just goes up and down as wherever things got blown off or pulled off remain. Inside, if you go inside, I can describe that further. So what are you three going to do?
Oh wow.
One of your opponents is
Did I hear the other motorcycle as
You
I was
both-
approaching?
I described it as you both came in at the same time. You both.
So we were both pulling up, looking at each other, and I was like pointing at the fucking squirrel on his shoulder as we're going down the
Oh no,
road.
he put the squirrel inside the
bag.
saddlebag just
Oh,
in case
okay.
shit happened.
Okay.
It would not be the first time I fell off a motorcycle as a squirrel.
Mhm.
We're not doing that again.
Oh, this is true.
I just imagine your squirrel having a little like biker helmet that has like a mohawk that's like death metal down the center. Sorry. Yeah, guess I'm gonna dismount, pull off helmet, leave it on bike, and look over to where you know I see the other arrival on the sand.
Kyle will, after he parks, he'll get up, he'll open the saddlebag, lift up the cowboy hat, lift his cowboy hat from out of it so that Melody can get out, pull his helmet off.
Was excited, scampering up on his shoulder because that was fun.
Puts the helmet in the saddlebag, closes the bag, hat on head.
I was wondering how you kept it shaped like that. You just have her running around, keeping it flat the entire time.
I have no idea what you're talking about. How are you doing tonight, Ozzy?
Better than, and I motioned to the building.
That seems accurate. Right. I suppose just start by walking the perimeter. Unless-
Space sight or Eyes of the Beast pull anything up.
Is it still fiery there? No, it's just a leveled building now.
It's a smoldering, almost level building with the shell still up, crap inside of it. But you can see if you go into it, there's more to describe.
So I imagine that Gary, fire, and police are still on scene.
Some of them are, like, as in they're just arriving to check out what's going on. But you guys are smart and wise, Kindred. You know to avoid that.
Do we though?
Like, Kyle is going to be walking around the perimeter of the building, rolling wits investigation, heightened senses, sight.
I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Also, I
of-
passed a rouse check to surge my wits. So I have a fairly decent pool. Let's see what happens as I look for evidence that explains exactly what happened. Or even if it doesn't explain it, but like gives us a lead.
Any critters I can talk to?
walk the opposite direction of Kyle, and probably do the same. Go ahead and arouse. I am hungrier.
We're starting tonight off with a bang.
I mean, we just
Yeah.
did.
But we're starting it with another bang.
Okay.
He's shooting things
12
already.
with 1 crit and 1 messy crit.
Could I substitute streetwise instead of investigation?
Streetwise is gonna tell you what this place is and such. It's not gonna tell you if you're looking for anything.
Fair enough.
I mean, nice try.
Oh, yeah. Crit 6. Come on.
I'm glad it's not my. Oh shit, my life. Oh Christ Almighty. Okay. So you got a 6 crit, got you. Well, I'm gonna do
Yep. Kyle first. He rolled first. I'll shut up and color.
This is gonna be a twofer because Kyle and Melody are there at the same time. Melody, you're not gonna see any critters because this was a bomb blast, and everyone that was or could have been anything to talk to got the fuck out of Dodge. However, you do notice that with your eyes of the beast, not everyone got out. You see tree branches without a trunk to be connected to. You know what I mean? You'll see other tree branches that are not connected to hips and such, if you know what I mean. You can tell with also Malachi, you see, you've been in enough bomb blasts. You've been a survivor of them. There must have been a huge shit ton of things down in the basement for this shit to happen. With your crit, you're going to see ash where body parts lay. You will actually see tree branches as well as trunks that are not connected. That did not ash. You're also going to see the seared part of the top of what stands for walls now. You can't tell where the roof was before it got blown sky high. With your crit and Ozzy's crit, they might have been well disguised before, but when you put a whole bunch of shit in a powder keg and just let it blow up, things kind of don't become unseen anymore, hidden. So you will see markings of the Anarch symbol. You will see several clan symbols.
Why, hello.
And you will see a couple of people's names. Well, would have been people's names if it hadn't been scarred. You'll see a lot of others, other iconic Kendrick symbols about, as if they were trying to tout out they were big and strong and they didn't care. You will also see anti-tower and several different clans that are just X'd out. Like as in they X'd them out of either here or Gary. It's hard to tell.
Was Sombra on there?
That's on the Anarch side, ironically.
I'm gonna go polar bear, start moving crap to see if I can recognize any one or thing or group. Moving.
Kyle's probably gonna try to stop you.
Trying to find faces, okay? Or symbols I recognize.
To
That might
Melody
tell me
to
who the what.
devolves into polar bear on your shoulder.
No, I'm not on his shoulder. I'm on the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's
state this before you go polar bear. We're gonna go to Noli really quick because they are underneath the building you are there at.
You did say ground up, so
Yeah, no. That we were starting ground up, so Noli was rolling. So I went to you guys, and Noli has finished her roll and such, and you have found out more information. However, we have to go to Anoli for a moment because Anoli has a bit more information than what you guys have.
That's good.
As Anole lays their hand, the big shoulder pads of their pastel pink faux suit bunching up around their shoulders. They listen for the ley lines and they frown. There's a little grimace on their face, like, oh, okay. Everybody, move hell away from this building. You are right. Ma'am, what's your name? What should I call you?
I have several names, but since you are cousins, I will give you my name.
Mela?
Permilla.
Good to meet you, Pramila. I'm Nole, friendly visitor, neighborhood, visiting us. Okay, this place is really unstable, like super unstable. Like, we probably should get the hell away kind of stable, but anyone left inside? Anyone survived?
Not that I can tell, but there are people moving about. Up
Oh
there.
boy. Do I have reception down here?
Hyrola?
Well, it's high hopes again.
Oh, I got an 8. You
Nice.
have 2 bars.
So, I'm just gonna text all, cause, a text all in the area. A couple people in other cities might get a stray text or two, like, exploded building, very unstable. Do not mess around. It's about to come down. All caps.
Now, all of a sudden, Malachi, Ozzy, and Melody, your phones go off. Melody has gone into polar bear mode.
Oh, I failed the rouse check
Oh,
and
okay.
forgot about the firefighters, but failed the rouse check's the important part.
So you definitely get hungrier.
Yeah.
And her back patch of fur vibrates, right?
I have a purse, but yes, I pull out the squirrel-sized phone and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't move shit.
Whose alarm's going off?
Oh,
Yours.
damn it. Sorry, it's mine.
Oh, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure because that would have been interesting. All of a sudden, everyone sees a polar bear. and
Another bomb!
From her back pocket, from her back hip, you hear this beeping noise. So with all of that information, with the text, what do you guys do?
What
was the
check
text
to see
again?
No, like,
Place is unstable. Don't go in, more or less.
get out, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Correct me if I was wrong there. That's kind of the shorthand version, right? Okay.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roderick is going to take that information and go to one of the door frames. He's doing his best to not think about the fact that there's a polar bear behind him now.
Squirrel.
I'm gonna
Failed
look
the
around to see if anybody had
No,
seen a
All
said
the rouse
polar
check means
bear.
is you get hungrier. The power still happens.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's a bear.
No.
I'm gonna quickly look around to see if there's any FD or PD that are looking in this direction
Not yet.
that I need to cover for.
They've arrived. They're pulling out their equipment. They-
Heard. So they're scrounging around and yeah.
They're getting. It's kind of like when you're getting to work and you're like, oh, I gotta pull all this crap out of my car. Here's all.
Yeah, I'm
my
sure that they probably broke out the hoses just in case there's still an active
Oh
fire.
yeah, the
and-
hose is already
and-
broken out. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Word,
Yeah,
They
they're
know how
about to spray
firefight.
down this hoe.
Exactly. How dare this bitch get on fire?
Any looky-loos from the local populace?
No, because this explosion was not something one would want to stay around for.
Right, but like, is this in the outskirts? Is it a residential area or is it just
Very much
more
so.
so?
It's a, it's on the fringes of. I'm trying to think how to say it. Here's where your residential is. The church was a little bit back, but you have strip mall. You had like a tow truck area back here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was kind of inoculated from like people looking out their apartment windows
Mhm.
to see what the hell's going on. Okay.
These are single family homes.
Understood. Okay. So could probably expect people to start milling about to take a look soon, but not yet.
Yeah, they're all waiting for the explosions to end
Yeah,
in case there's more explosions.
because terrorist attack, where there's one bomb, there's always two.
Yeah. When actually everyone felt 3 booms, so. Yes, no.
So, can they estimate about how much is stable and when it comes down? Because it's not an if, it's a when at this point.
You can give it about 15
Ow.
to 20 minutes before it's actually going to start falling. You know for a fact, because of your 9 crit, that not only will it be the walls, whatever's in the basement is going to fall right through into the sewers.
All right. They're like, all NOS alert. Clear.
You start to see them all scatter, and this woman in a veil, who's wearing a short black dress, black tights, and long boots, just looks at him and goes, "It's going to come down relatively soon."
All right.
If your friends are up there, then
Of course they are. Of course they're up dancing around the collapsing building. Of course. Where else would they be?
well, I could bring it down before they get to it.
No, I'd rather.
That's gonna stop us.
I can't get up there in 15 minutes, can I? Oh, I look beneath the sewer.
Oh, you're. You can get up there if you choose to. I may know how to.
All right. First things first. They're going to send out a text to their activist contacts, warning them to warn mortal police and stuff that the area is collapsing and to clear the area.
They'll start to circulate that information. And she'll hand
Oh.
out her gloved hand, going, "Do you want me to show you?"
I would love the assistant, lady, Camilla.
She nods her head. And it only takes about 2 or 3 minutes to circle around. And she'll go here. And she'll gently take her hands and split down this whole area of vines. And she'll go, "There you go. Find the storm drain on top."
Oh, my thanks, and you keep safe. I hope to run into you again.
Of course, if you stay in Gary, I'll be about.
All right, and they will head up and see a polar bear hanging around up there.
When you come up, you're in the side of the church, and you see that you're in in one of those old storm cellars that's been there for a while. It was made out of eventual stone, and it was covered, and the wooden doors that used to be on it have been long since gone. And this is welded, rusted metal now. It's been there for at least a good 50 years. And you will see Roderick standing in this door with a polar bear's ass to your face.
What the heck? Coming down in 15 minutes. I said get. You hear a voice from, I guess Melody would hear a voice from her ass?
That's a party trick. I didn't know that the Fae could talk out their ass.
Important interruption. Which one of you northern psychos sent your goddamn snow to my house?
Wasn't me, and I can tell you why. We got it last night.
Yeah, it's
I haven't
gonna be
gotten it
In
yet.
my yard.
Don't
It
blame
was
us.
80 2 days ago.
Bitch, it hasn't been 80 in 5 months. What's that temperature feel like?
Just like every other aspect of my
Someone
life.
just knocked
I'm
again,
expecting
damn
8
it.
inches.
And being undercut greatly. Down to
Okay.
2.
Now, Kyle hasn't moved because I still haven't gotten my 12 single crit, single messy crit resolved.
I'm working on that.
Are you?
Yes, I can only do one thing at a time. I might be a mighty storyteller, but I've got very little time. You know what? We're telling off each other in sign language.
I'm sorry. The poor mailman is freezing. That poor man. Okay, I fell into the sewer.
No, hold on. I'll paint the picture for you. Give me a minute. So, all of a sudden, you hear a voice almost out of your ass. Not literally, but close enough. You also see Malachi going up the stairs to the door frame to look inside, while he is continuing his 12 messy crit because he is a bastard hoe and we love him dearly. So, as he is looking around, he not only sees the whole destruction and devastation within the church, but he sees that single. I want to say it was a small hole, but Backlash is a bitch. And most of the floor is gone. He can see right into the basement. Not just right into the basement, but there might have been a sub-basement, and it's almost cracked into the sewers. His crit on this one is anyone that was in the building was blown out. Because this had to be a massively huge ass explosion. Now, here's my question to Malachi, because this is going to be going into your messy.
Mm-hmm.
You've done explosions before, haven't you?
I have investigated explosions before. I don't normally do explosions. I'm not skilled enough to set them.
Okay. But you've investigated them.
Mhm.
And you know a good job when you see one, right?
All right.
This is not just a good job. This is expert level that kind of would make you jelly if you could have done it yourself. Not only that, but you feel like, you know, how dare somebody do this in your yard? Because technically, even though this is not your yard, you kind of like taken a liking to it, meaning the 72 have kind of rubbed on you a little bit more than they should have. Like particularly some of them that kind of are your students, but you kind of endeared yourself to them. What if they were here? What if they were caught in this blast? You now have a domination compulsion to dominate whatever happened so that you can maintain control. And you, Archon,
Okay.
can help roll and protect this town. Ozzy, what are you doing now?
Sticking near the entrance that we just walked into to make sure that no humans come sniffing around.
Okay, and you do notice that there's a change in Malachi, I believe, right? Or are you looking at him, or are you just kind of back to...
No, I'm more focused on being sentry at this point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. I am going to try to figure out this goddamn mystery. May I roll again to try to get more information?
You can totally Scooby.
I will go further into the building.
Okay. You will have...
Of course I will. I have a compulsion now. Why wouldn't I?
You have 5 feet to work with when you walk into this building. Melody and Enola, you both see him walk in. Ozzy, you start to see the police come. The firefighters are all together now, trying to huddle in and make a game plan. Now you see the police coming.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
I know that you see that many people are not coming around to look, as if your media spinners have been spinning things like the media to keep people away. Yeah,
After willpower, 8 successes regular.
gotcha. All right,
Nice.
go for it, Noli. What were you gonna say?
Ozzy, they can't come here. This building is falling into the sewers in maybe 15 minutes, if you're lucky. If nothing touches it. It's not an if. This will come down. The NOS are already cleared out.
Also, in acknowledgement for Anoli's persistent warnings, I'm going to rouse fleetness.
Okay.
I pass.
Okay. Ozzy, what's your response?
As long as he's floating around up there, I'm gonna stick here.
With your ace.
Melody,
Go ahead.
It'll be fine. Trust me.
Melody, no offense, but you are way too heavy like this. This is already about to come down. And I mean about to like just
Misform. We're in a misform, and I'm going to start floating around to find things.
wait,
Shut up.
Oh god, she's inhalable.
You'll
I'm glad my
regret that.
Seneschal isn't here.
You
Would have
will
gotten
regret
high on
that.
squirrel.
Do not inhale. That's a bad idea.
Why does it taste like pixie sticks and sprinkles?
actually, since Anola's right there, do they smell pixie sticks?
You see glitter? You see a shit ton of glitter?
Start
Give me a
sneezing glitter.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Oh god.
Who has heightened senses up?
Anola?
Hold on.
Is this why we have nice things? I submit that it is.
Who did you
It's okay, Junie.
misform in front of, or next close to? Was it?
I was standing with Ozzy or Malachi. If Malachi's wandering around, it was Ozzy.
I think most of what they saw was Melody's polar bear ass.
So, all of a sudden, she goes into misform, and I'm not kidding you. It's a poof of hollow glitter that just comes out and rains down. And as it rains down, I'm gonna say that Ozzy smells raw sugar mixed in with almost a tangible sweet kind of sticky taste. And the smell of what's Melody's favorite flowers?
Yes.
Okay, you smell different flower scents all over the place with a hint of lavender.
Oh, get it out. Get it out.
For Nole,
Wrong.
when she poofs, you smell.
How many rouse checks did she do?
She only did one for Mist. She only supposed to
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you see, mist form is a weird one in that you can do 1 or 2 or 3 rouse checks, and how fast it takes effect is determined by how many rouse checks you make. The more you make, the faster it happens. 1 rouse check, she's spending about 20 seconds slowly dissipating into mist. So
That's why it's this poof of glitter, and then the smells come. So for Nole, you feel like you're thrown back into a carnival. Cotton candy, funnel cakes, that powdered sugar, and maybe a tinge of swift of a Boston cream pie.
I am in Chicago.
Yeah, this place does. We have carnivals all the time. So Tokyo drifting.
Well, Gary. I am in Gary.
Yes. But that's what you smell, and that's what happens as she mists up slowly and completely, and she's gone within like 30 seconds to a minute.
I'm listening for the building.
The building is creaking and yawing. And
Right.
as he's moving around, because he's got an 8 success, and he has seen all the way down to the bottom, he can see just where things are breaking up, where they're holding together if they're lucky. And he can see that there's one lone, almost like crate barrel in the sub-basement that's just barely teetering. Barely holding on. And while Melody looks over, she can see a whole lot of fuck shit. It's crazy. It was looking like a hookah bar almost, mixed in with a dance floor, and it used to be slightly a club. You could see all the glass shattering. You could see everything that's been broken apart. You also see, even though the windows are broken, you can see one pane out of 3 where you could see almost where like a package had been thrusted in, but the rest of it you really can't make out.
And I wits and awareness to see if I can find where whatever the hell came through there landed.
Sure, you can. Oh, fair enough. No, Russ, you're fine. What are you guys all doing now? Noli's freaking out.
Cool as a cucumber. Still near the exit. So that way all I have to do is just jump.
Anoli's estimating how close the first responders would be to the shrapnel when this thing comes down.
They're not close enough to the danger zone yet, but with each step, you know you've got at least 5 minutes.
Right.
You really don't match. You really can't make out much, Melody. You just know that it came in that way, and whatever it hit in the center or wherever it landed, that's where it happened.
They're moving to a more, unstable footing, ready to basically yeet themselves away when this happens.
Don't let anything happen to my cattle. Let them know that I'm
Listening.
going to go distract them.
All right. When they see Ozzy going to distract them, they'll Okay, they'll start worrying about that part a little less, but they're listening.
Malachi, what are you doing?
Can I grab this teetering barrel?
Being it's in the sub basement, no.
Damn.
You have to go down to the basement, down to the sub basement to get it.
Damn. Is there any evidence that I can gather up here? Should I roll again?
No, with your crit, you know everything was incinerated in the first or second or third blast. You do have parts of the roof, splinters of beams and things like that have the iconography on it, but that's about it. Most of everything went up in smoke, or the people that died in it.
All
I'll give you
right.
this. It was a very popular club, and it did have a lot of people. Sometimes it even broke ordinance code, having more people on the more people there than they should. And you can see that the carnage is not as bad. Maybe 5-6 people lost their lives. You can't tell how many kindred, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. They could have been tipped off.
Kyle doesn't give a shit about any of that.
That's fair. I'm just giving you the.
It's just like, he's just like, I need to know what happened. And if there's no information here, then I have nothing to go off of.
At the moment, yes, this is correct.
So he's
But-
going to leave the building because he can't solve what's going on if the building drops on his head.
This is truth.
I'm gonna filter back out and find someplace inconspicuous to squirrel and text what I discovered out.
Okay,
I like-
that is a rouse check.
Okay, I just have to say, before I continue, Nole, who didn't give you hugs as a child? Because why with this outfit? Why? Why? Sweet Jesus, why? Anywho,
They'll be able to see it once the dust clears.
oh God. So
Actually, Melody can probably see it.
yeah, Melody does. Melody and Ozzy can see it before Ozzy skedoodles.
Yeah,
Ozzy
it's
gives
kind of
zero
like
fucks.
it's like a pastel pink shoulder, like a little darker than pastel pink, heavy shoulder pad get up. It's like a cross between a football uniform and a 1980s kind of like
Power
work
suit for women.
power suit. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
complete
it's
with like a green rugby helmet, and like these like kind of like zip up silver shoes.
it's a good thing.
Oh,
that
and a
Ozzy
green skirt.
only looks either at the back of your head or at your mouth when you're talking, and doesn't look at anything else for fear
Seems
of
like a
retching.
good point to bring up my goals.
That's like a good
You
point to
read
bring up our
those,
chronicle
right?
tenets.
Did it work?
We're doing a lot
Junie
of.
trying to remember what your goals were.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of rolls. Hold on.
She knows this one.
Why don't you tell everyone? I think they'll get a kick
So
out
I
of it.
took that business card, and I was supposed to find and possibly eat somebody's tailor.
High or low?
Hi,
You ate the tailor.
there we go. Okay. So Melody's going to have a little twitch going for her because she thought she fixed this.
But nobody knows who the stylist is. So therefore, you ate a stylist, yes. Was it the correct stylist?
Apparently not. Oh no, they're a whole business. Why are they a whole business? How is this a thing?
Yup. I mean, why not?
I wasn't
Gestures
joking.
at what Anoli is wearing. That's why not.
I mean, who says that this isn't fun?
The squirrel's just sitting there squeaking. I can do this better.
Oh,
Why?
also, they have leggings with like the same color green embroidery there, but it's really badly done. Like it's mocking you.
I mean, yeah.
Like it's mock.
Yeah.
Circling back around real quick.
Yes,
What
go
were our chronicle tenants?
Yeah.
Mine?
No, the chronicle tenants, like all of ours as a coterie.
Have
the
those?
the rules of the game that were decided upon by our storyteller, not
Yeah,
each
look,
individual
Thou
pro
shalt not
conviction.
kill was one of them, right?
Without
Oh, that went
self-defense,
out the
leave.
window so fast.
It was do not kill the innocents.
Okay, just want to
There's
make sure.
nothing innocent
So,
here.
I mean, you're not wrong. But...
I
As
mean,
a
that
f-
embroidery is practically whimsical.
gonna get kind of physical with my distraction.
I
Okay.
think the
I
resplendent
can't let them
lord
see this
needs a
damn
hug.
outfit. I can't let them see.
That outfit would kill.
The resplendent lord needs a therapist now.
I mean, you're not wrong. The Resplendent Lord probably
You
does.
don't see the resplendent lord anywhere near this.
No.
It's hiding in your pocket somewhere, last I heard, when you wear this shit.
I don't think it wants to be anywhere near this.
Okay.
No, nor
It's
does most other people, because they're like, why?
My footstool shall contact me when it is safe to be within the same time zone.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The resplendent lord is on permanent hiatus.
So,
I mean, it might be circling around the area on another building,
Mhm.
just watching, shaking it. It's basically it's flaring its frill with disapproval.
I mean, it feels in so many different ways.
Can I find the poor resplendent lord? That's the question. Hold
Where
on.
is Resplendent Lord around? Let's ask first. Before-
They would be, but they would still, they would basically be following along in the sewers. It's cold out, so they would probably not want to face the elements.
Okay, that's fair.
So no.
They're pretty much just like poke their head up disapprovingly from a stone grave or something like that.
Okay. I can definitely go with that one.
So I've seen Tommy fucked up enough to know how to act fucked up.
There's what?
I believe that would be charisma performance,
Mm.
acting specialty if you possess.
Yeah. So let's get that roll. And I'm going to act like I'm drugged out and start clotheslining the shit out of police officers and fire personnel and run past them away from the place.
Okay.
You're
Why
a
is it-
shadow lord. Why is this necessary?
Because Anole is concerned that they're going to be here. And if I have them chasing after me, then the only things that are going to get damaged are their vehicles. And if I happen to knock a couple on their ass, that's a bonus. Fortunately, I have 4 in performance, so this is going to be easy.
He says as he botches his roll.
I'm going to burn a willpower because fuck you, Junie. Flat 4.
Daddy, I want the headphone now.
No, Robbie, honey.
No.
You don't want to wear the headphone,
Not
honey.
now.
Flat
Later.
4.
Flat 4. So as you are turning around and running to towards these people, you're gonna be like,
I'm going to slow burn it. Is how I want to do it.
okay.
Just
then-
walk up kind of like swaying, fucked up, and probably for some added flair for the dramatics, as Ozzy always does, probably like bite his wrist and smear some blood on his cheek and stuff, and just, like look like he's been fucked up, like he's shell shocked, and get, paramedics and stuff up close to him, and then just, like tackle, not tackle, but like clothesline and just run past like a drunken, fucked up mess.
Yeah, with 4, I'd give it to you. You've got 6 cops coming, so you knock into one, you bust out to another one. They're like, "Wait, buddy! Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
They're all around me!
And they're all starting to come after you. The paramedics kind of just watch, and they're just like, "Wait a minute, we'll try and get him for you." And they're like, "Oh,
And I just,
shit."
I'm gonna dodge like a motherfucker and just go past them towards the residentials.
Okay. So Anole and Melody, you guys see him, bobbing between these humans and running away, and taking 6 cops with him. the EMTs kind of stand there and wait because they're watching to see the firefighters starting to head towards this building.
Did what I could.
All right. Is Malachi leaving?
When he was leaving the building. When he emerges from the building, is up to the storyteller.
When he emerges, you're going to see what Ozzy is doing and pulling the human caps away. So how do you react?
With the cops out of the way,
But you do see a group of firemen coming.
he's going to use awe. No, he won't use awe. He'll use daunt. And he'll just say, "Everybody, do not go in that building. I just came out of there. It's about to drop." If you do that, your families are going to be attending your funerals. Is it only one that is naysaying him right now? Okay, so but the boss is representing the naysayers. Excellent.
Can I go poke whatever's holding this thing up as a polar bear and like survive?
Failing that rouse check. Okay, that was correct, and there's that because of my blood potency. I am using Dread Gaze on this guy. Why would you expect this guy to... Why would you... Like, he's just like, why are you being so stupid?
And he still has that dominance compulsion, so.
That is 7 with a crit. Yeah, why are you being so stupid? Get out of here! Yeah. With a crit on a human, he should have been running screaming. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm only still listening, though.
All the people's backed off.
Am I too close to the building? Okay, good.
Oh, I wouldn't have let him back. So once I made it to the residentials, I would slip off to the side, and I would have probably used a shadow step to get out of line of sight much further away. So I'll go ahead and do my roll for that. Not hungrier. The bullet.
Squirrel's gonna do a running dive into the saddlebag. And probably bounce off
my
of the
poor
helmet in
bike.
there, but that's beside the point.
No, but I rode my bike there too. I'll circle back for it. It'll be fun.
That's worrisome. All right, they'll look back. Raise their hand. Listen as the building settles. There'll be a lot to excavate, if we can. But they couldn't find a way in there from the basement, so. From the sewers, so. They will choose people over information, so. All right. Yeah, they'll text Ozzy, Melody, Malachi. It's settled. Should be good. But whatever was in the sub base, probably buried. If not, absolutely crushed.
He'll send back a message. Does anybody have any contacts in construction or repair work so we can get down there?
Texting Penny.
And only reaches out now that the building is settled, and the ground is finished shifting. Will they be able to sense where the ley lines, if they still go to this area? All right. Is there a path they can follow to that where the ley line was? All right. They're like, have a way down. I'll text.
Where are you?
Well, I was previously looking at a polar bear's ass, but drop a pin at the entrance where they're at.
He will go. Storyteller, let me know when as soon as Anoli is in Roderick's sight.
Nope. You will see, it will be very dusky now, so that pastel is like an even muddier, grayer color now. It's all covered in dust, but they don't need to breathe and they don't have to worry about asbestos anymore because they're dead. So you just see that formerly bright green kind of rugby helmet. It's like a like a crayon green, covered now in dust. Maybe it makes it more palatable. Maybe it doesn't. It's up to you. But they got like a green, kind of dusty rugby helmet, this shoulder pads that look like they belong on a caricature of an 80s power suit, trimmed in white, and a bright green skirt and embroidered bunchy leggings, because it really fits poorly on them. With terribly done embroidery. Like it's fraying all over the place.
Why are you wearing just why?
But it's cold. I put it in gilded. I'll post
It's-
it.
You're giving glare to blind.
I mean, it might be glittered now since they walked through Melody.
Can I steal the ambulance now?
People with
Yeah, like I don't know why they would, but they'll say, "Yeah, I'm not sure why they would blow up this building either." But I think I might find a way down. Come on, follow me.
when it only turns around, he goes.
I wasn't kidding. I was gonna steal the ambulance to draw everyone away.
No, there's the EMTs are in the ambulance and they're going to be driving away actually.
Oh, never mind. Okay then.
Because they're trying to go find where the fire department just ran off to.
Let's see. Could someone repost that link in the chat for me?
I don't know where it was.
Well, I'm working on it.
Alright.
There we go. Oh, link deleted. Sorry, I can't post links apparently. Apparently
No, I got you.
apparently
I can't.
Twitch itself rejects this outfit.
Send me
Yeah.
send me the link, will you, on Discord? Because I gotta show everyone the horrible disaster that this is.
I mean, I tried to describe it the best I could.
Oh no. I want to know who didn't hug you enough as a child. But yeah. So when you see Anole and it's oh dear godness, because really it's oh dear god and a whole other mess of what the fuck. Oh Jesus Christ, why Anole?
I was told extra shoulder pads would would help and make slim me down.
Just so everyone else can see the horribleness of what the fuck. Yeah, Kyle.
Oh, I forgot about the little white dealies on that rugby helmet thing.
Oh god.
I'm gonna eat a lot of Taylors.
I feel you on this.
Oh, they also do apparently have a tie under that.
Yes. It looks like a Sailor Moon wannabe football player mixed in with. He's trying to go metrosexual.
None of the words you just used deserve that.
I am absolutely. I got nothing. I
And
got
I just
nothing.
imagine those knee highs are embroidered badly as well,
Yeah.
Be happy.
with little green rats.
That
You
pants
assume
are
they're
worn.
rats.
Oh god. So right. So Malachi, it's not that hard. You just turn around, walk to the church, and there you are. You see Anole in this godforsaken, what dear God kind of outfit, as well as Melody coming and peeking out to see Malachi just walking towards the church again, and you see Anole in Anole's outfit, As Ozzy was about to go steal the ambulance, the paramedics have driven off. Do you stay to try and do something else, or do you go to Malachi, Anole, and Melody?
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
No, I missed that. What?
Okay, as the ambulance...
Where are you going?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the ambulance...
To my bike, and then
That's-
checking phone.
Okay, so you've gotten...
I'll send a courtesy text stating, "Why not just ask Daly's Penny?"
Mhm.
Anola's
regards to
turning
the
and
construction.
apparently disappearing underground, by the way.
Okay. Who's following Nole, and Penny will get back to both Ozzy and Melody working on it.
I'm still hiding in a saddlebag.
Yeah, but she texted you back.
I have no idea where anyone is, so I'm just gonna go back to my church to make sure it's not getting bombed.
Well, you've seen Malachi walking towards...
Oh, I did.
Also, you did get a pin.
Oh, so we got home.
Oh,
No.
okay. I got the ping.
You didn't...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would I get a pin though on a 2003 Palm Pilot?
Did you put the vibrations
Yes.
on?
It is old as shit.
Yeah, you would have.
You would at least have the name of the coordinate, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd get the XY and
Yeah.
No, Melody, I'm saying that you haven't left this church yet. Malachi saw Anole freak the fuck out and pointed a gun at them. That's probably because he says, "Why the fuck are you?" What did you say to him? Why the fuck what?
Can we not repeat that?
Oh, so anyhow, you hear him yelling at Anole. Do you pop out or do you stay in the saddlebag?
No.
I mean, you saw that outfit.
If he's yelling,
You got like a
then
panorama of it.
You know he saw.
I don't know how to distract him. Hold on. Oh God.
you gotta throw pocket sand at him.
I am not gonna throw pocket sand at him, but I might go throw pocket sand at Anole. It might help.
Enola's heading back, disappearing back underground. So
You see Anole turning around and walking to what people did not normally see was a pair of metal doors that kind of one's open, kind of like a storm cellar.
Does that storm cellar go into the basement?
That storm cellar goes down into the sewer. However, it's possible to get access into the sub basement from there.
So when I hear the yelling, I'm gonna come back to make sure he doesn't actually shoot Anole. Because Melody's general assumption is guns are involved when he's yelling.
Is this fair?
And then I'll probably follow Anole down to see about getting in to figure out what the hell happened.
Ozzy, are
Yes.
you seeing, when you're seeing all this, are you getting your bike and going back to your church, or are you following?
Since I actually see, people that are moderately important doing stuff and things, Ozzy's gonna follow.
Okay, what did you get, Melody?
Double crit 4 this time.
And what are you doing with this double crit for?
Seeing what I see in the sub basement.
Okay,
If I get that far.
we'll get there. So, Noli, you're going down the stairs and you're slowly having everyone follow you. Where do you
Yeah.
go?
closing the door afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's only, polite not to expose other people's posturing. Anyways, they head down and they follow. They kind of pick their way through to try and follow to where the sub basement should be, at least meeting the ley line.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just going to try and pick their way to find a path through as much as they can.
Okay. And as you are all going down slowly, you actually, when you go down the stairs, you're going back in time. For those that have seen the modern construction, that's easy to tell. But then you start to see limestone, brick, then wood, in different constructions. As you turn to go into what looks like the sewers, you're going down almost what looks like cracked and unchecked stairs that were brick. And you'll see the foundation of what was a church.
They're gonna try and pick their way through, touching the walls, looking for little places where they can maybe just clear some of the lighter rubble off and go a little further in.
And Nelly, since you've got the hearing, you can hear that she hasn't left, and she's hitting the different parts on the other side of the church.
Oh, so they're going to try and follow that sound to try and find her.
You take one turn, and then when you take another turn, you hear and you can tell that she's close by.
They don't explain any of this to anyone else. They're too busy listening.
Squirrel's poking around in rubble that's not going to fall on her.
Every so often, they'll turn back, wave people on, go
Who's got Eyes of the Beast up? You'll see what Anole sees when you turn the corner. I'm pulling up the outfit. It just take me a minute because I'm... Ah, there we are.
You know, before this season, that wasn't a terrifying sentence.
I mean... It's going to be on the Twitch channel.
I still have... Roderick...
Yes. Roderick.
You're muted, I think.
Yuski's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hit your thing? Did it get unplugged? Did your headset die? No, you're using your microphone.
Technical issues, that's what it is.
Yeah. We could probably take a 5 or Junie. I think that might help.
Okay. We'll be back in 10.
Hello?
Hey, we got you now.
Do you want to still break or no?
That seems like a good point for it.
Okay. Technically, I'm going
Sorry.
to half an hour before break, but that's fine.
We just lost Rob again. Yeah.
Oh.
No worries. We got this.
All right, so
Yeah. We Smells like strawberry abortions. Oh God.
What does that even
What
mean?
the hell?
Sorry.
It's a strawberry abortion.
I don't want to know.
Well, when a mommy and
Drew.
a daddy love each other very much.
And they have a bender with their friend the vampire. No, that's about it. It's 3 different. I'm gonna go retch outside real quick.
I missed the yarn porn. I think I got off before the yarn porn.
I wasn't.
That's why you're a chipmunk.
I still don't understand how that works.
You're an angry chipmunk. It's fine.
Why?
Can you drop
chipmunk?
me? Because that's just it. A thing. It's a thing now.
I don't have nuts in my
It's-
mouth. My cheeks are not puffed out. I do not have a tail. Do I look like a gangrel?
It's because Gabe thinks you're adorable.
You know, I could say so many things, but I think I'm just
To do our own investigations? Are we waiting on Josh? But
Well, we need to find her father and a box.
there was a bird in our wood stove.
If you clip them, they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clip it.
Okay, hands up if you did not expect to have to deal with the bird talking back when we started this.
Notice the 2 people who did not raise their hand. Yeah.
God, man.
Okay, so with a
Stick around much. What do I have to roll for that anyway, Junie?
to cut bacon.
No, to call the strays in the area.
Animal King?
No, it's totally cut bacon.
You know, unless you
roll
have,
Dex.
I feel like that's Dex plus athletics.
No, but wouldn't that be strength plus dex because the strength actually cut through the bacon? Because sometimes it's a bitch to get through.
It's not right.
It's just bacon.
Boy, I hope Small
No,
Bacon's
when you
not
have
watching
the
right now.
If you have the really good thick bacon, sometimes it can be a bitch if the knife's not sharp enough.
No, I feel like that would be strength plus melee. Oh, maybe
Why are we
that's
having
plus
this conversation?
Why
I
would
think
Amelia
that's
or
what makes
Charlotte
melee.
allow dull knives into the kitchen?
Because they
Do you have?
damage.
If you have any points in strength or dex, I would assume that you can cut bacon.
I mean, it's very important though. Do you chop off a finger accidentally and then give the cats an extra, bite? I mean, it's very important though. Do you chop off a finger accidentally and then give the cats an extra, bite?
Not recently, thank you.
We broke Judy.
Jonah, you've got to find a rule book and tell me what the hell I'm supposed to roll to call cats.
Are you using the proper cutting techniques? Not extending your fingers to
We-
hold the bacon?
Oh, we moved on from the bacon. Stop.
No, I'm legit fucking concerned now.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna take my fangs out of it. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna cut it in a little bits.
Okay,
I'm just
I
gonna-
think that it would be dex and melee, right?
I think Dex and Melee are Dex and Melee is probably the better choice.
There, dex and melee.
If
We
you're
answered
gonna
our own
roll
question.
that, should you roll that though? I feel like that's taken IRL rolling to a new extreme. Like you roll a 1 and you're like, oh, there goes my hands.
You are anything but you are in the WADs.
Wow.
So mages
That's
say
segregation.
Apparently, we are OTP.
yes, completely OTP.
A one-time password.
Yes.
Y'all unlock shit. I love it.
Not even going there. Not even going there. Venezuela, Spain. Now we're wanting to know what country. what country?
Stop helping!
What countries as you represent?
You know, if you laugh this hard, your heart might stop. You need to stop immediately. Smalls, are you okay? Do you need a minute? Okay.
Is Cujo. Your job is to attack anybody outside of our coterie that comes in the warehouse without us. Can you handle that?
I don't eat pussy.
And it will.
And he doesn't have a shade fan because
He still hasn't. Done.
I tried to fucking keep it in. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think about it until I said it.
Yes, he does eat cock.
That's right. Whip it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff. I digress.
She's gonna keep track of that timing and pull out her phone and see the text from Gabe finally that says, where are you, mommy dearest? The baby wants a puppy and daddy just can't deal with this nonsense anymore.
Shit's getting weird, yo.
Oh Lord, Artemis, it's Gabe. Can you hear me?
You're on speakerphone.
Yes, apparently.
Artemis, darling, listen. I had to cut your brother up to save him. He will be fine. I just need to put him back together. You can be pissed at me later, but right now we have to find a puppy. You
You're
like
not
the
a
puppy?
Zenisi. You don't even have that capability, do you? Did you eat one?
No, but that's beside the point. Anyway, look.
What?
how did Artemis become the babysitter? What the hell?
That's the way it's always been.
You like the puppy, right? We have to go find the puppy.
You like the puppy.
The puppy's the only decent one out of you guys.
Wait a minute. You found William. You C3PO'd my brother.
He
and
was
you're
already.
going to Chewbacca?
He was already C3. I just PO'd.
Junie, how active is this dog?
Oh, this dog is loving it. He's just like, oh my god, she's watching me.
Legs
She's taking me
kicking.
close. Ah, I got attention. Somebody likes me now. Oh my god, you're the best person ever.
The dog's out of the tub. Heads up. Incoming.
Oh, this
First place.
should actually get you used to that. We should get you stabbed more often.
like little stabs.
Yeah.
I'm learning in this game you just never trust anybody.
That's
Right?
just
That is
absolutely
rule one.
That is
Especially not coterie members named Ed.
Thankfully, I'm a Frank.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
technically
really?
Edward.
I'm a
Technically,
technically
you're an
an Edward. Edward.
Edward.
I'm protected
Oh.
against the stupid.
You are the stupid at this point.
Yeah, you keep all the stupid inside. That's how the word works. It doesn't keep the stupid out, it keeps the stupid in.
Locked up my SARS. What more do you want from me?
all of it. Okay,
I wasn't in the box.
so give me a 50,000.
Okay, so I'm flush right now. I'm good for.
So with
Probably a week or 3.
that, not wrong.
Well, with the way people keep leaving the water on when they take goddamn showers, I'd have to pay for that.
I just like to smell pretty, alright?
Fucking Gabe.
Yeah, poor Tony.
So
I'll
Tony,
buy him help. It'll be a nice mestizo boy by the name of Gabriel. It'll be fine.
Wait a minute.
You can't have him. We need him.
if you can get the bacon bits, they're they're
Oh, no, put the
amazing.
dice in the oven.
No, no dice in oven.
No, they're not cookies. They are not cookies. You know, pick them up.
However, if you ever want cookies that don't like dice,
No. I think we should go to a short break.
No, we're fine. We're just not baking something again. The Batmobile was bad enough.
Can we get this clipped, please?
because
Joe.
you are fine. I am not.
Space Cat, did Judy forget to give Nerdy a safe word? Yes, she did. She forgot it was pineapple. And that's how I met your mother.
You met my mom?
Nice lady. Makes a mean taco.
What do you mean cheesecake?
I don't think you're talking about the same mother.
I know, right?
So, technical issues be damned. Hi.
Last time.
And Dragon
So we turned a
Ball Z.
corner.
You turn a corner, and I left the links in the chat on Twitch on what the people with Eyes of the Beast see.
We see a veiled woman.
And she has a hammer, and she's clinking against the bricks.
Hey, listen. I try and hear what she's hearing.
She's listening for tiny bits of rubble to hit certain points. And she's using the reverberations to try and tell if it's stable again or not.
Not only closes their eyes, which you notice that they've got like this weird black makeup over like goggles. You're not sure what it is.
I'm probably making things worse by skittering around in the rubble trying to find shit. I'm a squirrel.
The woman in the veil. And mind you, she's in this very nice black suit with long boots and a veil and gloves. And she'll say, "Little one, stop moving. I cannot hear."
I'm gonna sigh, and I'm going to go into mist form and continue my fussing around.
Mm-hmm.
Now it smells of dust, rubble, stale air, and cotton candy. It's like stale cotton candy.
Yeah, it is. And what does Malachi and Ozzy
Well,
do?
as I was trying to ask before my microphone was giving me technical issues, because Malachi does not have Eyes of the Beast. he has heightened senses and he would have it focused on his eyes.
You.
But-
Okay.
So,
There's
like,
very
do I
little
need to
light down
roll
here.
to see how much? Yeah,
Yeah.
do I need to roll to see how much I see? Okay.
Absolutely. Mr. Prince of Darkness,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I reckon trying to follow, the adventures of the Texan and Squirrel Girl, and moving forward.
Okay.
I know that's kind of a cop out, but I mean, considering where Ozzy was, like, if he's trying to follow them down some sort of rabbit hole into oblivion, like,
I mean, this is
it's
fair.
unfamiliar territory, he's going to take it slow and steady and listen for where he hears either chittering or pause or, the footsteps of somebody that's a little too sure of himself.
After willpower, 6 successes.
I mean, you see the outline. You know the outline of women rather well. This is not a Nole. This is what seems like a outline of a woman who is standing poised. The outline of the outfit seems kind of modern. But you also see that the head goes longer, and you can't really make out a face at all. Nole, do your friends, are they able to see in the dark?
2 of them are. I'm not that great myself. I usually just, I think I got some, let me see, they dug through their bag and they tried to see if they found a pair of old night vision goggles. They put over their eyes, which does not help the outfit at all.
You know what? Malachi doesn't care. He can't see it. Which is probably for the best.
Who's down here?
Well, there's friend Malachi. He's a cowboy. He's kind of shooty. There's the declared prince of Gary. And Melody, who's a very special gangle.
They have special gangle now.
That's the nice way to put it, yeah.
And always polite. Yeah, she's really special. Likes glitter. Great with embroidery.
Have they helped you with your clothes yet?
Oh no, I got this from a special stylist.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, not everyone can have a special stylist.
Fair, but yours needs a lot of work.
Well, I owed him a favor, so it, clothes are comfortable enough sometimes.
Consider that favor repaid. Gentlemen, do you need elimination?
I would appreciate that, yeah.
Am I within earshot?
Yeah. We're like kind of right behind Misty Melody, who's floating about, and you can smell all the sugar and such about.
I don't, but if he needs it, go ahead.
He will. Roderick will turn off heightened senses to avoid being blinded.
Yeah, disables.
Oh, Oblivion Sight doesn't give a shit about that.
Oh, it doesn't.
No.
Okay,
No.
so I'm not flashed. Okay.
No, like.
Oh, okay. Well, you're just gonna see Oblivion Sight being active when she pops the lights on. Then
And you're magically seeing Enola again, so that might be a problem.
again, just look at the back of Enola's head, or just look at the mouth. Don't look at anything else. You'll be fine.
If the light starts.
The back of the head is that green rugby helmet, so.
And that's fine. That's fine.
That's a very interesting definition of fine.
No. It's just one single thing that's wrong. If you're overwhelmed by everything, then you just want to upchuck what you drank down earlier. Like
Like Roderick is just going to pretend Anoli is just is obfuscated. This is how Roderick is going to get through this right now. We're just
Yeah,
going
it's
to
practice.
pretend.
So she's gonna put the light up against her palm and turn it on, and then she's gonna slowly pull it back so people can adjust their eyes, and then she's going to take it and point it upwards and put it what used to be a torch holder, like an actual torch, not a light, a flashlight.
Yeah.
And you're going to see this woman in a long veil, where you cannot see her face, in a black suit with black gloves, long black boots, and it looks like she's wearing black tights underneath.
Pramila, this is Malachi. Malachi, this is Pramila. She's been gracious enough to warn me and help me warn you guys before you kind of fell down the hole here.
She nods to everyone.
How you doing, Carmilla?
Good, and you?
I'm all right. We're trying to find that sub basement. What's left of it, anyway.
She will give Ozzy a brief curtsy because he's his title.
Yeah, and this assumingly being my domain, even though it's underground.
Do I know if Pramila has a reputation in the area?
Give me a wits and streetwise and your Camarilla status, please and thank you.
Okay. Does weird shit apply?
No, actually it doesn't.
Okay. She's pretty normal.
Most, yes. She'll look to Ozzy and Roderick and go, if I may. She'll gesture to the wall.
Just, motion. All yours.
She'll take what looks like the hammer. You'll finally see it now. It's a hammer. It looks like it puts in nails into the wall. And she hits the wall. And you see cracks forming. And then she just pushes it. It was crumbling here. I can make a door if you wish. Your Majesty, I can make it a door if you wish.
Go ahead.
And she will slowly tap out a door, use what she knows, and push the walls down. It's a very rough, arched door.
Yeah.
But let me know what you got. You got 5? You know, within the NUS network, she's an information broker. She has been for some time. Her sire and her sire before her were very heavily into information. She has turned not only into a art, but she's using it to slowly change the way people see the Nosferatu. And she actually owns a gun store online. And she's very well known for creating not only well done ammunitions, customized firearms, and she is also known as a sniper on top, where she has turned around and helped several times, not only with the Nosferatu, but she is very much heavily Camarilla, and has defended not only her sire's domain, her own domain, but has always come to the aid of the Camarilla when needed.
They're a little curious why they haven't found any Anarch Nosferatu near the Anarch base.
Did you say that out loud?
They will say, what exactly will they say? So, what happened to all the Anarchs?
They were warned.
Sorry?
They were warned.
Oh. That's lucky for them.
Strange band came in. Yeah, yesterday. Looking for people. Looking for old information. Almost like somebody was testing to see how good they were. And what they do. And in part of that, this happened. Who goes through the doorway?
This is more than a information probe. You don't usually just blow up a place on an information probe. Okay, I don't normally blow up a place on an information probe. They will look at Roderick and Ozzy. You don't normally blow up a place on an information probe.
Unless there's something that shouldn't get out.
I mean, the problem with blowing up a place is usually people pay more attention to it afterwards.
Distraction.
Perhaps. Except, sub-basement. And now that things are settled, I'm curious enough, and I assume the lady is too, so.
I need to figure out what happened. I need to.
So, we'll wake our way in and try and see if there's anything left to see.
I'm gonna give
Luckily,
I'm gonna give a brief description when you guys go walk in. Everyone can see where parts of the walls fell down. It's a sturdy it's a sturdy base made out of cut out limestones and brick. From there, you'll see the wall that you've walked into. That side is starting to crumble, but it's solidified as it's going to be at the moment. It's not going to give way while you're standing here. The other two walls are broken up a bit, but they're sturdy. The fourth wall, which is exactly across from you, there is the whole side. And it actually, if you looked at it, it's in closer. It's closer to you. It's not connecting with the other sides. And it looks like there is a metal casing where it's going from the floor up to where the ceiling was. Almost like it was trying to reinforce or hide something. The barrel, which Roderick had seen, was on the other side of the basement. It's cracked. It's leaking. No smells can be detected at the moment. Carved into the limestone is again clans. Nothing scratched out. Nothing scratched in. You see the clan symbols. You see on top the Camarilla symbol. You see on the bottom Anarch. You see Roman dates. There's something else scratched into it or carved into it that looks like it's either Latin or Greek or some old
Is it Latin?
You do
You
you
can
have
read
Latin?
that.
Yes.
Just making sure. Yes, it's in Latin.
What's it say? Honest repetite. You are not my biggest fan right now. I can tell. Just that look. What's it say, Jenny?
Give me a minute. Actually, I had to write it out for you.
Oh, okay. And you can share with the class because I would probably mumble it under my breath.
Okay. That's what it reads.
I know. Stadinos
Abbott Knight.
Noctem. I don't know Simul. Oh, we'll stand together at night. Okay. Got it.
Stand against the night.
I'll stand against the night. Huh. Interesting.
Pamela will come in after you guys and look around. She nods, and she just stares at the metal wall and walks up closer to it.
Can the mist slip past the metal wall?
You mean what's in where is it?
I did that earlier. That was the double crit 4.
Inside? Okay, I'll give it to you. You can't slip into it.
So what's over there?
When you slip in, you can see that there are pinholes of light. If you put on Sense the Beast, actually you have to become human again to do Sense the Beast to take a look. Let me know if you do that.
Can I see if there's anything on the floor that's going to set off a trap?
It's clear.
Okay, then yes, then I will probably squirrel, but either one.
Okay. All right. Once you squirrel and you eyes of the beast, you see this room as clear as day. You can see the original back wall. In front of you is a workbench. You have files. You have books. They're modern. They're new. It looks like they had turned around and boarded this up. You could say maybe a week ago. Maybe a month ago. You could see weapons. You can see designs. You can see a map that's got certain places crossed out. Because you know for a fact it's Camarilla territory now. But you also see several other places circled in the Gary map that are green, as in like they're okay to go. From what you're looking at somebody turned around to hide this information because they knew something was going to happen, but they didn't know when, and they wanted to keep everything as fresh as possible. And you saw that.
Go ahead.
You can see some of it was welded rather nicely. You can see some of it was patched up and done very quickly, like they didn't have time. That's how you slept into it. Yeah, that's how you slept into it. That's how you slipped into it because of one of those holes. A mist can go through almost any hole.
Is the door locked?
It's just metal. Tried to weld shut. It wasn't really time for a door. You could see that they had tried to start one, but they really didn't have time to actually make it.
Alright.
Oh, the stupid dice made that one for us. The polar bear is going to go thunk the wall until it falls over.
Give me a strength and brawl because you are beating up a wall.
Hold on.
I guess so are they beating on the metal door or the back wall?
There's no door.
The metal sheet.
Yeah. They're thunk against the metal sheet. So you guys will start to hear.
And Nolan's gonna back up so the metal doesn't
crit.
slap them.
Flat 4.
You guys start to see polar bear marks. The paws trying to beat. She got one really good one, but now she's trying to keep going and beat this wall down.
And Nolan's backing up because when it does, since it's just a sheet of metal, not a door, it's just gonna go whoomp across, depending on how hard she hits it. So they're backing up, getting out of the way, motioning for the others to get out of the way.
Kyle will not move.
Because dominance, compulsion.
I mean, that should have ended at the end of the scene, but
This is why we shouldn't be in the same room very often.
We are not. That's the problem.
I meant me and him.
The thonking, I think, goes on. Give me one more roll. And you can surge your strength if you want. Don't forget that.
Can I prepare an action just in case something pops out at us?
That's fair.
That's a 5.
So there's another couple of thunks, and then all of a sudden you hear this pop, rip. And all of a sudden you're seeing another and this thing just takes Melody with her and just flies right down to the floor. And you're going to see a polar bear completely like...
T-pose.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle will use split second to just suddenly be out of the way.
All is covered. Gently uncovers their ears.
Camilla just gently pats Annoy's head. Or the hat on Annoy's head.
Yeah.
That was effective.
It was.
Look,
They listen, hear if anything else reacts from all that.
You can hear, the cracking of a couple more bricks. The walls shift a bit more and then settle down.
Okay, I think we're good. Didn't seem to knock anything else loose, so good job, Melody.
When did we get a polar bear?
Special gangrel.
Did gangrel around you normally turn into polar bears?
No, they turn into other things.
That's why she's the special gangrel.
So she's prepared for winter up here. Good.
Look, she's been acknowledged by the Primogen. It's fine. Let's just keep moving.
Interesting. What did you...
You're supposed to be pretending to me.
Let's see what she's got. Has? Found?
Gonna get out of the doorway and let them...
The maid doorway.
They shine a flashlight.
You'll see the papers. You'll see the maps. You'll see...
Did anything shine with Sense the Unseen?
No, everything there is plain.
Do I see any
Way
ghosts?
to keep it hidden.
No, you do not see ghosts, which is odd.
Why are there no ghosts here?
There's no ghosts around this area at all. Not to mention, the small graveyard behind has no ghosts.
Something's fucky.
How
Oh, totally
close are the ley lines?
ley lines are right beneath, like right below.
Oh. That's where you are. They just say out loud.
Camilla nods. They are then.
Can Roderick roll Wits investigation, Aspect's heightened senses, to try to parse through everything that was found quickly in an effort to try to find some important stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Anola's gonna try and turn on that computer.
Computer boots up.
Okay.
We are spending willpower. Third willpower of the day getting spent.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Spend all your willpower, kids.
Yeah, we
Alright,
won't have
close
any
enough
for the
to
last
eat
3
something.
hours.
Crit 3 to see if there's anything in this crap I can read or recognize.
That was willpower very well spent.
Okay.
11 double crit.
All right. Are you wanting to do anything?
I went from 0 crits to 2.
All right, let's start off with the short one, Melody. Melody, you're looking for what again? With the 3?
Anything I see or recognize, anything I recognize or would understand, because if half of this is Latin, I don't know jack.
That's true. You do find underneath.
I'll assist with the Latin.
You will find several books underneath the workbench. That's not just only Latin, but also has Fey information on it too.
I want to call bullshit on something.
What?
She's older than everybody here.
Mhm.
She should know fucking Latin.
She
I'm
doesn't-
not that old.
The thing is that I would have to have her roll remembrance for that.
I'm only about 300 and came from London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And how classically trained she was.
So,
That's fair. That's fair.
idea.
so she's gonna find some Latin books and some Fey information. Nole, what did you roll for turning on the computer and looking for information?
No.
Right.
Or
So,
you're rolling, okay, you're doing it now. Cool. While
Yes.
you're doing that, with your massively large crit, you will find not only the Anarch's playbook and the play that they've been trying to utilize for the past 70 to 100 years, but you're also seeing that they're funded by Maxwell. They were funded by, I want to say it was Juggler. Correct?
Juggler is the name of the old Anarch Baron.
Right.
Yes.
They were funded by Maxwell, Juggler, and they were also giving information. And this is recent information from Winnetka.
That doesn't surprise me too much, though.
Where
When
they
I
are.
put-
Yeah. No.
Well, if they found that out, they are not the ones finding it. Sorry.
The curious thing is that they had been working with Maxwell and Juggler.
The Maxwell orders are older, or not older, they're newer. Jugglers has petered out due to
Well, I would hope so.
he's
Does anyone in the Fey court have access to something I can test with?
yes.
Okay. The information about how this whole vampire war thing's getting a whole shit ton more complicated than we thought it was gonna
Mm-hmm.
would be shifted to them,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be sending probably a similar text to Olivia telling her,
Okay. So let me handle that in a moment. Enola, you got the 6 crit in tech. What are you looking for in the computer?
Well, mostly trying to turn it on and
Mhm.
see what it was used for. These functions, access it, because, I'm assuming they still have like these passwords and things like that. So it's mostly to access the information inside.
So you turn it on, you create the hack to get into it, you break the code for the password, and then from there, you see it was used for financials, note gathering, note taking. You do realize this is not connected to the internet at all.
Do they have a thumb drive connector?
They have an old 3x5 hard disk external connected to it.
Oh, so I could just take the hard disk.
It's Ozzy's computer.
And only looks at that and they're like, yes. And so they're going to look through the files, look through the financials, and then they're just going to disconnect it and take it with them.
That's fine.
Because
here,
it's
you
an
nutty little
external hard
spitfire.
drive.
Though as you move,
It could be worse. It could operate using ME.
Oh God.
Hey, look, it's command line. I understand that.
No, worse. It could have been 3.1.
So it's basically,
Yeah, command line.
Oh, I didn't call it command line. I just said, oh my God, I don't have to use DOS anymore.
I mean,
but
Windows 95.
they'll have to take a look over the financials at a point where they can actually pour over them. And mostly they'll look over who it's coming from.
Okay. 3.1.0 was before 95. Trust me, it was
Right.
It was
Right. But that was still command line based OS.
No, it was not.
Too fucking old.
No, it was not command line at all. It was icon based.
That
Trust.
was 95. 95 was the first GUI
No, it wasn't.
that.
My father worked for Microsoft during that spat. It's too fucking old.
You know what? Sidebar for later.
Bench. We'll
So-
pin mark that one. Shows you
Yeah,
where
they're
we
just going to look at the banks it's coming from,
live. Okay.
financials. What also, any special projects.
Okay. Well, you have disconnected that, and you're going to be able to look through all that. Give me a. Can you put a project list in so you can list in what you're going to look for, and
Will
we'll have
do.
you roll that. While that's going on, and Melanie has texted the Fey Court and her sire. The Fey Court's going to go. The Fey Court is going to say, "Can you bring those books in?"
At which point I'm going to point at them, a squirrel, point at the books, and point at my purse. like I'm asking permission.
Whose permission are you asking?
Whoever's bothering to pay attention to me at this point.
I mean, I was looking at the Latin with you, so if I understand what you're saying, like, are you adamantly pointing at the books and then adamantly chittering away at your bag?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then yeah, I think I would get it. You want to
So-
keep them?
I mean, this will probably be more useful if you put the information together on it.
Puts the book in
Yeah.
bag.
They say disconnecting the hard drive, putting it in their own. This is going to take some looking through.
We're all
Financially,
taking stuff
mostly.
back to the same building, so
With all this information, what are you going to do?
Well, it wasn't what we're expecting to find, but it's still useful.
If it's paperwork, Roderick is gathering it up. Just all of it.
It's
But-
paperwork and it's also journals.
They are-
It's made of paper. It's getting gathered.
They
Is there
are-
a box?
Yes, no.
this is
I mean,
Penny's
Anola's got a
problem.
backpack.
That's what Roderick is saying. This is Penny's problem.
They'll offer a backpack.
He will wince at the backpack.
It clashes
That's-
terribly with that outfit.
But he'll start putting it in there. Anoli's never getting this backpack back. It's going to get burned as a symbolic rebellion against the nonsense that Anoli decides to adorn themselves with on a regular basis.
Pramila will offer. It's a tote bag. It's a really nice tote bag. And it's got Van Gogh's Starry, Starry Night all around it. And she'll offer it to Melody.
I've got a magic purse.
That's fair. She doesn't know. She doesn't know it's magic. So she's
Anoli,
trying to
I'll just
give.
shake my head.
Okay.
Anola's going, since this is just on top of the ley line, they are going to continue looking around to see if there's anything that goes further down to where the ley lines are.
Structurally,
Yeah.
this is literally like right on top. You would have to break through the ground and literally touch into it from here.
So basically, wow. So, are there any? Does there any look like anything that's been pavement smoothed over, or anything like that?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Anything that looks like it's slightly not fitting, like patches, like something that was added, patched over later.
Yes.
All right, so they're going to look at that, knock on it with their bare knuckles, and ask Pramila if they could check that area out with their hammer.
She'll get down to it and start to try and chisel it about. And then you will see her move something, and you'll see that she has a nice bag, black bag, and she'll pull out a drill gun. And she will start to drill and clear out a way and then start to break it up into pieces.
And only makes a note. Be that prepared.
And she'll start thinking about how to lift up the stone, and then she'll put the drill away, pull out what looks like a trough, and start to do this.
And only just assists and watches her work.
How far do you
Squirrel's
want?
helping.
How far do you want me to go down?
Oh, they're looking for where the patch is. It's like, it's right above it. Kind of feel like they couldn't have just had this place right over here and not. It would be strange not to access it. And there's patches here. Like there was something down that. Well, maybe it's just patches. Maybe angry Bruja at some point, but
Yeah, they do get
maybe
quite
not. Huh?
They do get quite angry.
But you know, maybe I mean, you know, sometimes people make little cement caches down here.
When she moves one of the last ones, you're going to clearly see the ley line.
Oh,
And that's where you'll see hidden books. Literally just dug right into the ground. Covered in plastic. And old plastic. This has been here for 100, 200 years maybe.
oh wow. They're going to very gingerly try and remove that.
Okay. You're looking at all this, Ozzy, and you're seeing this might be older than the city itself.
Is
Did
it
it have
like
any
written in
labels? Is it all
papyrus?
just hand-bound?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Is it any labels? Is it all hand-bound? They're not wanting to break the plastic right in here. It's not. I mean, there's probably too much dust, too much rubble. They don't want to risk getting it too much moisture in it, given the way this is sealed.
You're seeing about 3 books per bundle. There are 6 bundles.
And all his eyes are just lighting up.
I was just being a smartass and asking if any of it was actually written in papyrus.
No.
Okay. Figured you said it was old. I was like, not that old. So
No.
reproductions. Got it.
Or they could be journals or something handwritten.
Okay. Just throwing all of it into Melody's endless bag of epic.
Is there anything that catches Anole's eye that they might want to like hold on to specifically?
You would, as you're feeling the different books and such, you could start to feel the different plastics. And you could see that this has been used as a cache area for a couple different items. I would say you want to hold the first and the second bundle. The third and the fourth have a more the plastics feel newer. They feel not as preserved as the other two.
So they're going to look, since this is a shared find and it is only courteous to ask, as like, how would you like to share this information? It looks like it's going to take some time to get through.
Are you saying that to the group or Pramila?
Pramila, because
I can translate over 7 languages if you need that. And not to mention-
would you be all right with this being stored in a library of sorts?
Preferably a quiet one.
A very quiet one, very private.
I agree with this.
Very well.
I would require at least, if I can assist, to be able to keep the knowledge. And for the knowledge, I'll consider that a small boon for the moment.
They nod in agreement. It's more than fair.
I'm gonna mist and seep down into where the cache is to make sure we've gotten everything.
Give me a wits and awareness on that one, because you're into a completely different area.
Oh yeah, no, that's a new.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. 4.
You think this is pretty much it? You got it. This is a huge cash haul. This is gonna take you a couple weeks to go through, probably a month. Or if you're like Roderick, you just go through, really quick, and you're done.
I mean, that's likely to damage the book, like the more fragile books, though.
Yeah, that's why you don't give it to Roderick for those.
No, Roderick wouldn't do that for those.
Do you care?
I'm gonna spend 2 weeks
He would just,
on
it's like,
Anole's shoulder.
no, he would just, he's like, it would be, this would be as, like the older books would be a situation of, no, this is too old, in the bag. This one's too old, in the bag. This is a newer one. Looks important, in the bag. Too old, in the bag.
So everything gets put into the bag.
Is anyone? Can anyone else see the ley line other than perceive the ley line other than and Pramila?
Who else is a descendant of Zelios?
I mean, could I attempt to see it with Sense the Unseen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if I could see it, I don't care.
Pramila feels bad for the. Or what are you, squirrel or bear right now?
I'm a squirrel right now. Well, I can unfog, but I was fog.
2 successes.
You can see the glowing. You can't tell really what it is, but you see a line of gold.
All right. Afterwards, Anole is going to help carefully cover it back up, and this is going to be another location of ley line study for them.
Okay. Pramila will feel bad for the squirrel or human, depending on what she is right now, and she'll go into her purse and pull out like black netting, and she'll offer it to the squirrel / person, depending on what Melody is right now, and say, "Can you make me a veil out of this?"
Oh yeah, I just plopped down right next to the damn hole. Started pulling bread and shit out of my bag.
Anything else you guys need? I think you guys have picked this thing rather clean.
Well, thanks to your help.
I mean,
It was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, of course. I'm just a woman with a drill gun.
What led you here, anyways?
To this part of town? To Gary?
To all of this.
Been meaning to come by. I haven't had a chance. Business slowed down. Gave me an opportunity. I normally don't look and close a door on opportunity. Not to mention, I heard there was new government in town. Why not learn about the new government? See if there is opportunity in that too.
I see. We'll be in touch then, yes?
Do you wish to be?
Yes.
Would you like a card?
That would be a good first step, wouldn't it?
She just pulls out a card and hands it to him.
Grabs it 2 fingers, since she pulled it out with 2 fingers. Slides it into pocket.
Okay.
Roderick will also offer his number.
She will exchange the card.
Mm-hmm.
Veiled Sniper. That's the name of it. With a number just on the bottom.
Okay.
Well, since they're proposed to meet up later, have they already, to collaborate on these books? Are they just going to meet and talk at a certain place, or are we all
She'll say that.
offer their number?
Yeah, she'll offer the card and she'll say, "When you need me, call me." I have more
Will
to
do.
investigate here. Something's shifting.
They listen.
2 blocks down.
Wow, you're good.
I've been doing this for quite some time. Let's just say, when you're born of fire, and your family was in construction all of their lives, and your father is the father of Chicago, you make sure that you listen everywhere. You never know when the babies are ready to crack. I guess I'm their older sister. Gary was founded in 1908. It's my other little sister, I suppose. So, I'll be in touch. And Your Majesty, you don't mind if I run around in your sewers to listen to other things, do you? I will respect anything that you don't wish me to entertain or be around.
As long as I'm informed of anything of interest.
Do I report this?
And by
To your
Interest, I mean of your interest.
Mm. Do you wish me to announce it to yourself or to Tommy?
My seneschal or my sheriff are fine. They'll convey the information to me.
Tell him he has a couple of leaks in his bath.
Then best be my sheriff then.
That'll be entertaining. Though Tommy has come quite well within some of the people in the interesting parts of the city.
Don't get me wrong, he's good at what he does.
Oh.
But he's capable.
His business is, shall we say, booming thanks to your Tremere?
I'm not going to offer anymore. I'm just going to let that awkward question just hang in the air.
Well then, since I have more work to do, I will bid you adieu.
Au revoir.
Missy. And
Bye.
Bye. And with that, she'll just quietly move out of the out of the archway that she created, and she will disappear. And
Wasn't expecting the bye. Sorry.
no, you're not.
I really am though. Like that's the same shit that I say to my mom when I'm getting off the phone. I'm like, okay, I love you. Bye. Like that same exactly. Like I go from bye to bye. Like, and my wife does that with her fucking coworkers and everything all the time too. Like, all right, guys, bye. Like,
Yeah, we had a little fangirl moment. It's like, oh my god, bye! Yes, that was the whole thing. Good job. Thank you, Noli, for that little bit of touch of that rocking on sunshine moment.
It's just dignified Prince farewell. Just-
Goodbye. Goodbye. And they're like, bye! So as she leaves, what do you all do? Though she will take the veil that Millie had made. And
not an Ole. I
no,
don't think she
Melody-
wants anything
no,
associated with an Ole's fashion.
No, she does not. She will take the veil from Melody, and she will, as she does that, she'll slip something into Melody's hand before she leaves. Melody looks at it. It's 3 vials of glitter. And this is special glitter that you haven't had before. This is like the Mycane powder of glitter. This is the good shit that will hide, and no one will ever be able to take it off. Even if they put a whole, tub full of that orange shit in there.
How far away from Kyle am I at this moment?
5 or 6 feet.
Oh, good. Because I opened the bottle to look at it closely.
There's a little tuft of all these micro glitters just floating in the air for a moment before they start to land.
I'm going to
Saying some of it
tighten the
definitely
bottle.
lands on an Ole's outfit too.
Which will
It
then
probably doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't. Though Kyle is
Land on
completely
Kyle.
Kyle is blissfully unaware of this at the moment, which is a good thing.
It's dark, and she stepped away, so
Mm-hmm.
and Ole just has maybe on the back of his jacket you will see Malachi's a little bit of dust, glitter dust landing on Malachi.
Just a touch, a trifle, maybe even just a little sparkle.
Jacket's gonna burn with the backpack.
When you notice it,
Mm-hmm.
it's on the back.
I'm pretty sure he inspects his clothes every time he comes in contact with me at this point.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. With that
So-
being said, what are you guys doing?
Heading back. This is precious cargo.
Considering getting a power washer to take care of that glitter problem.
They sewers are still kind of damp. We'll ask for a ride with the others.
Okay. And as you guys leave and you go back to your bikes, who's taking an Ole?
Yeah.
Who wants to be seen with this on the back of their bike?
I mean,
Malachi will take Melody, pull out his helmet, let her back in the saddlebag, put the hat back over her, close the saddlebag.
Before you run off, it's probably best that Anole isn't seen with me since the cops saw a good look in my face earlier.
I come with my own helmet.
You're gonna pay for that later. You know it, right?
Y'all ride safe now, you hear?
Anole,
Yeah?
you're going to get on, and then you are immediately going to obfuscate. Failure to do otherwise is going to get you shot.
Okay. So the normal, right?
And next week we log in to find that Ozzy has once more been left staked in a hole.
Okay, here's a question. Can I cloak of shadows on a moving vehicle?
You're not moving, the bike is.
Normally, the answer would be yes, but because you are interacting with Roderick to hold on.
So do I need to use...
You know
Okay.
what? Here's this. Okay, so if you're in the queen's seat, here's my question about this bike. Does it have a back holder on it where they could just like go like this and hold on to the back?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Then I think that because she's only interacting with that part of the bike and that part of the bike is not moving or that not turning, I would say yes.
Okay, that'll work.
All right, so they're on there, cloak of shadows.
Yep.
Just...
Yeah. It only takes you a
Yeah.
few minutes to figure that one out before you launch off.
Yep, and
All right.
they're gone.
It is a little heavy because of all the books, though.
Yeah.
You become weighty and you can feel it in that little, like, as you're trying to go off, it gives you a little bit of a resistance. But
It's useful for if there's any residual loss on the street.
this is true. And as you are all going back, you see that the firefighters have eventually come back and already left. You see the cops are gone, but there's caution tape around the building. And
That makes sense.
there are signs saying, pending investigation, please do not come forward. Danger. Signs are all over the place to tell the public to stay away.
I'm always looking out for any ghosts. There weren't any down there.
There weren't any in the parking lot, nor into the old cemetery that was in the back.
And no recently looking... Well, they're not that, They have to be a decently powerful ghost to get noticed through sense the unseen usually, but, like... It's weird.
His oblivion hasn't picked up any. And as you all arrive, you do see there was a note on the door. Sorry we missed you. It's a note from Gwen just saying, hey, came by, see how things were going. Sorry missed you guys. We'll check in later. Felt a disturbance in the force.
What? Who left the note?
Gwen.
I'll go to sheriff.
Anoli's gonna send a note out to the activists. Sounds like things are settling.
Well, we're due spin. We'll get back to normal. We'll give it a day or two, and then we can tucker it out. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Anoli just want to go through that. Other than the but they also do have a planned, pre-planned time to spy on Sovereign. So.
Did you tell anyone about what you discovered this past week about Sovereign, or no?
Well, I think they would probably wait until they got the full thing. They will say that Sovereign's got something on. Well, they wouldn't be able to find that until they finish that. So
Okay.
it would depend on what they found in there and if they get caught.
That's fair.
Probably gonna spend a great deal of time with Anole because I'm not keeping any of those flipping books, but I'm going to copy down information for the Fae and possibly ask to take the 2 books that are Fae oriented away after Enole's done getting her information and so forth. But whatever.
They would share what they find in that area, especially 17th. The fact that there is mysterious floors, and to access them appears to need that key. But nothing. Oh, they would especially think Sovereign's. I don't think Sovereign's a kindred. At least not the one that's walking around right now. Maybe he's got a body double, but that body double has some access to some real secret areas.
Well, that would make sense if he's a good body double.
But I'll keep watching him. But just keep in mind that it looks more. It's. I'm very sure he's got human physique. Or at least this one.
All right.
So.
All right.
When they saw Sovereign slammed into the wall, there's probably some injuries there.
There was no injuries on this body, what you saw. The injuries
Yeah, well,
that were
I
on
mean,
the neck and whatnot, they're not there.
Okay, so there's probably multiple people who are Sovereign, or whoever this is. Yeah, well, they'll have to see. There's too many unknowns.
That's fair.
Was this discussed as a coterie or just when you 2 were on the bike?
It would be when Anola's on the bike, probably, because it's probably the first time they've been able to talk with them. Because they kind of keep themselves and pop up at random, because they really notice when they're around. Everyone really notices when they're around. So it would just be on there, deciding. They're, no offense, Prince, you're just a little bit murder happy for them. And like Roderick, they're also murder happy, but
That's murder happy, versus the wild card murder happy.
yeah, like
look,
no, I respect that.
Also, they will say, please don't murder him before I have the chance to actually figure out what's going on.
Are you kidding? If you had brought it up when I was around.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Squirrel's in a bag, so she's just gonna text Enola and say, I make no promises. The Fae do what the Fae do.
Do you want bigger problems?
I don't think the Fae care. They're a little pissed I've been hunted.
All right, well, I'm going to go off on my own and do this, and I'll bring back information, and when we're ready for you for snackies, then we can go do snackies. But I'd rather get the information and then give you a time when it's free to do snackies.
Oh.
Just don't Diablos. Don't eat their souls. It's really bad. It is worse for your facial. If you
can promise
I have
there's
no idea what
Fae
that
that's going to eat his soul. They're not happy with that idea either.
Just don't do that because it really messes you up. And also, I knew this guy and he tried to eat and then he got eaten instead. And there's like a white running around with his body and a whole mess. And then your friends are gonna have to kill you when it's just a really bad thing.
Anoli, Malachi, and Melody, give me what's in the awareness, please.
Okay.
Real quick.
I don't think they'll be roused by this. This is a new scene, so.
I'm in a bag, so I'm not going to bother rousing that, but crit 3.
Crit, alright. So I got 3, alright. Malachi's like completely, utterly driving. What'd you get, Lorna?
This is the way.
7. Roll. There.
So, Malachi's rolled to disbelieve. All of a sudden, Melly sees a brightly popping colored sign. Unfortunately, it's really kind of hard to see through several holes in the saddlebag. However, and all he sees is the light as day. Bob Ross coming to Gary. Enjoy the experience, the fun, and happy little accents that can't be happy little accents. They turn into happy little trees.
And they'll hear loud,
Technology.
but Bob Ross is dead.
And at that, I'm gonna stick my head out of the saddlebag.
And you'll see barely as it passes by the Bob Ross experience.
Where's this supposed to be?
If you guys don't remember, several episodes back when two certain kindred wanted to get together to go kill Bob Ross because somebody decided to take a whole thing of enchanted sprinkles. I'm looking at you, the Toreador, and a certain Nosferatu. They conspired together to go after Bob Ross.
I'm texting Tommy. Bob Ross is coming to Gary.
I didn't conspire to go after Bob Ross.
You were high and tripping balls. I thought you did, because we got you on Bob Ross, and you two were sitting together, and Tommy brought up.
That was Tommy.
Tommy was brought up.
It was Tommy and
Kyle at the time, because they were both.
I don't know if it was Kyle, but it was
I
Tommy.
think it was Tommy and Morgan.
I think that might be correct.
Ooh, that could be it.
Yeah.
But Enoli's really confused because Bob Ross is dead.
Yep.
I just texted Tommy. Bob Ross is coming to Gary.
What the fuck? We already have two aunties around, and now
it's the Berenstein and Berenstein all over again.
Look, if he's a kindred, this is super breachy.
I mean, who's to say? Who knows? Nobody knows. So, as you guys come back to the church, anything else you guys need to do or want to do?
Roderick is going to reach out to Carrie to make sure none of the 72 were in the club when it, suffered critical existence failure.
She will text back, already doing head counts. Trying to count for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And then he will message both Carrie and Maggie to ask for some help going through a bunch of collected paperwork from a potential planning site for what happened at the club.
Both of them will be available to help.
Yeah. Noli's gonna ask around as the more autarch, established person. They're gonna ask around about what the anarchs that got out. They okay? People survive. Who was left in there? Who were the casualties?
Okay.
And they're gonna roll for streetwise weird shift with what's up with Bob Ross.
I mean, Bob Ross. Who doesn't want to be a part of Bob Ross?
But if you'll allow me to roll streetwise weird shit.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that applies.
I'm gonna try and get someone to smuggle me in there so I can glitter his palette.
Oh my God.
I think you'd be cool with that.
Oh dear. It's like, well, would you look at that? My paints have gotten a little bit more sparkly. I'll use this newly dressed up yellow to decorate the sun just a little bit more, to give it a bit more shine.
And we always use that titanium white to make sure that white just pops where we need it to be.
5 successes for Bob Ross weird shit.
It's the Bob. It's not done appropriately on the sign, but it's the Bob Ross experience. Experience happy little accidents that turn into happy little trees. And
so I'm assuming, are they advertising an impersonator or?
Not quite sure. They're saying it's the Bob Ross experience, but they didn't state that Bob Ross was there or would be there, but that Bob Ross could be there.
It sounds like a vague museum advertisement.
Yeah, it sounds like a scam though.
And the funny thing is, it's kind of like the Van Gogh experience here in Chicago that's going on right now.
Also,
where
kind of
they do a whole room out of one painting, and it's a massive collection of rooms, and you then are able to experience the different paintings from different points of view. So,
Okay.
for with that being said, Ozzy, as Prince, are you going to be doing or looking into anything?
Not at present. I'll be following up with Daly once he's out of his meeting to let him know what's going on and that he should expect information coming in regularly from our new point of contact.
Oh, streetwise, could they also put out the word with their activists to try and steer people away from Ferox's deal? They don't want to mess with him, but they don't want people getting caught up in this stuff because they keep disappearing.
Fair enough, yeah. You can definitely do that. Make that a project, give me a roll on it, and I will add stuff into that this week.
Okay, cool.
What that?
I've always got a lot of projects.
Yes, you do. I need projects from anyone else that needs to be done.
Gonna get Tommy to smuggle me into the Bob Ross experience.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, that would be the worst. You just give him drive-by sprinkles. Everyone's gonna be fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Is this in Gary or outside of Gary?
And Gary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that out. Cancel the Bob Ross tournament. Or not tournament.
Good luck.
Experience.
2 Bob Ross enter, 1 Bob Ross leaves.
Everyone's Bob Ross by the time it's done.
Depending on what he's high on, your Senate still might turn on you for this.
The Bob Ross and in.
Well, with that, I say we end this little adventure early. What do you say?
It's a quiet little adventure.
Yeah.
Well,
It's nice and quiet.
You know, for something starting with explosions, things went fairly silky smooth.
Which is weird and ironic. So
It's
it means
probably
It's all
because
gonna blow up next week.
it's probably because we didn't have Morgan Daly stopping to suggest nuclear firepower every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Y'all got to see a different side of Ozzy. Someone that's just apathetic and just like, I'm just tired of existing.
Aww.
I had to stake a couple motherfuckers this past week. I don't want to hear it.
So, Thorns and Roses for the Prince.
Thorn? I still don't remember the broad's name that was guiding us around down there. Rose? It was nice and quaint and low maintenance and exactly what I needed.
You're welcome. And Ole?
Thorn, technical difficulties, but otherwise, Rose, I really liked the quiet kind of investigation thing. Things went, considering that we started with an explosion, things went really well.
Mm-hmm.
I still got to punch the cops and fire department people, so...
Yeah, but you lost them, and so... And they kept alive, so that was the more important thing, so...
Improvement.
Anole didn't have to, like, you know, their humanity wasn't strained today. Things went fairly well. Casualties were mostly avoided, so, you know...
You're not wrong.
The only
They weren't our fault.
the only casualties were people that we weren't around to do anything for.
Yeah.
Roderick.
Oh, Thorn. What the fuck, computer? What the fuck?
Yeah.
How'd you end up fixing it, by the way? Just for future reference.
That my first attempt was just leaving the Zoom chat and then coming back in. And my
figured,
second
yeah.
chat was restarting the whole computer, and that's what did it.
Okay, so probably a driver issue. Got it.
Yeah.
Thorn?
Well,
Rose?
Rose. Yeah, this was a nice, quiet little game. You know?
I mean, I'm making up for it from yesterday's debacle and insanity. And I'm sorry. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
They had to deal
Why
with
would-
Hassan
Voted.
twice.
Hassan is going to show up eventually, right?
I'm Lindsay Lohan. Oh wait.
What was that?
That was an
Oh my
Ahmed the
God!
Terrorist reference.
Thank you. Yes.
I didn't hear him. I only heard the hello and
Hello,
Oh,
I'm Lindsay Lohan.
on a diet.
Mystique.
No, that's Jose Jalapeno.
No. In the camel.
On a camel, not, or maybe on a camel. Is that?
Oh,
Well,
wait.
that's where you'd find Jose, I'm pretty sure.
Anyways,
So,
No
Uh,
way, Jose.
yeah, I've already put up who our vampires are, the community, the socials, the merch, and our family.
Did we forget somebody?
No.
Did somebody
we did-
here not
We did
do,
not get Thorn and Rose from Melody.
yes.
We also didn't
I
do
don't think I've-
introductions at the very beginning.
No.
Got much of a thorn this time. Mostly the rose bit. I got to break things and glitter things and got lots of information, and I'm not the one he pointed a gun at this week.
That's
I mean,
fair.
I'm always used to it. Like it's like a Tuesday. They're like, oh, you don't like my outfit.
Melody still thinks he might actually pull the trigger.
You might.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's fair.
But yeah, Anoli's been kindred long enough to realize that if the trigger gets pulled, she'll probably survive.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, that.
the tail.
I'm not used to that part yet.
That's right. She hasn't lost her tail yet. That'll hurt.
So that begs the question: does that mean that our squirrel's actually a lizard? Does it grow back?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
What
yes.
I've gathered, if I die, I just become reborn as another Fae. So there's not much fear of death.
No. I was talking about if somebody cut off your tail. Like, you cut off a lizard's tail, it grows back. Like, that's what I was referencing. Or is that a
Yes.
salamander that I'm thinking of?
No, but she still
No,
gets to
that's-
grows back because she is kindred.
Huh.
I would say you would probably find Resplendent Lord hiding in that saddlebag with you.
Oh.
Because he's
Given
not.
a hug at some point.
You and, the Resplendent Lord will remember this and respect you for it. He's like, see what I have to deal with.
Your footstool. Much regret in how it looks. Well, with that, everyone, we'll see you guys later. Thank you all for coming in. We're gonna go raid McStamper Studio because they're doing Cult of Cthulhu, and you guys all have a good night. Bye.
Drive safe, make
Bye.
your choices. Murder is acceptable.
Avoid buildings about to collapse.
I mean,
Yeah, 500% that.
we're always trying to avoid things from collapsing, aren't we?
Are we
Oh,
though?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh.
Okay, bye!
Bye.